Sacha Dench, the human swan, crossing the English Channel will mean her expedition is almost over, but this is her most challenging flight. For the past 3 months, her expedition has followed the migratory route of the Bewick's swans, from their breeding grounds in northern Russia to their winter home on the banks of the River Severn at the Wildfowl and Wetlands Trust in Slimbridge, Gloucestershire. Her mission has been to find out why their numbers have declined dramatically over recent years, and to educate people along the swans' flyway, to persuade them not to hunt the birds. But now her only consideration is getting safely from Calais to Dover.
Halfway across the channel, I expect it's going to look quite daunting, because there you're at the midpoint where there's absolutely no chance of gliding towards land. So it might be slightly different up there, and we won't know exactly what the conditions are like until we're a few thousand feet up.
The flight of the Swans expedition hasn't been without its setbacks. Sasha injured her knee, so had to adapt her paramotor. She now flies a trike rather than on foot. So after 7,000 kilometres, several weeks flying all the way down from northern Russia, this is the very last bit, the last obstacle, perhaps though the biggest, of course, crossing the Channel, a huge expanse of water, the busiest shipping lanes in the world. Perhaps the final challenge for this expedition. We're going to fly alongside her. Microlight pilot and instructor Rob Keane explains why this leg of the journey, although just 20 miles long, is so risky.
All pilots really, have a fear of going across a long bit of water, because if they go in the water in December, you haven't got long before you need to be rescued, because you'll certainly suffer from major hypothermia very quickly in the cold water as it is now.
The conditions are ideal. We leave the safety of France, the solid ground, and head out over the water. As we climb above 2,500 feet, the white cliffs, tinted golden by the early morning sun, seem enticingly close, but they're a long way off. After around 40 minutes, the cliffs are no longer ahead, they're below, and she's made it. The first woman to cross the Channel in a paramotor, Sasha, is back home.
But yeah, it was nice, nerve-wracking in the middle of it, where you know that the water is the only option for landing. But yeah, once the cliffs get bigger and bigger and bigger, it was just easy sailing from there. It was great.
The number of Bewicks making this perilous annual odyssey has fallen from 29,000 to around 18,000 in recent years. The achievement has been made possible because of all of the professionalism, the teamwork and modern technology. The swans, of course, just have instinct to rely upon.
To be able to add the kind of a first person or a first swan view of the migration makes a difference.
By tracking the swans with radio collars and flying as they do, the expedition's already learned so much about the threats they face. The human swan has done her bit to protect her feathered friends.